practice the battlefield scene. Warriors clash like thunder, no serene. Blood on the canvas, fists doing the chat. Knuckles making speeches, ain't no holding back. Valor, they swing, they fight for the crown. No words spoken, just the beat down. Legends rise, others fall to the dirt. This the game where pain is the only cert. Battle scars, stories etched in flesh. Every punch a sentence, every kick a fresh. Dialogue of violence, silence turns loud. A brawl symphony, electrifying the crowd. Gloves on fire, adrenaline burns. Victory in their grip, watch tables turn. Champions heart, gritty resolve. In the ring where mystery solved. Valor, they swing, they fight for the crown. No words spoken, just a beat down.
UKW. Now, it's no secret, I'm the new UKW VALOR champion, but we have some things to address. Fight night is coming up, and there's two names that have been thrown out of who I could possibly face at fight night. Tank Robinson, you're reigning, the guy I had to beat. And Grayson Duck, my friend, I guess now? I don't know. We've only talked once since that whole mess. But he wants his shot at my title. And you know, it's controversial, and I don't think they deserve a shot at the same time. So I went to our good friend, our GM, Josh Garcia, and we talked. We sat there and talked. And Grayson, I want to congratulate you. You're going to Pinnacle, buddy. And you're not just going to Pinnacle, you're getting a title shot there. Because the winner of me vs. Tank at Fight Night fights you defending the UKW title. But you're probably thinking, Big K, couldn't Grayson just interfere? Get who he wants at Pinnacle? Dictate who he fights? Well, that's not the case. Here's how it's going to go. This is going to be a steel cage, Tank. I know you feel like you got cheated. You feel like Grayson helped you in a situation where I didn't really need the help, to be fair. I was beating your ass. Grayson just threw you a bone of giving you the asterisk. He gave you an excuse of why you lost. You're not getting it. So it's you and me in a steel cage thinking. All I'm going to say is, if you climb out of that cage, you really just show everyone what you are. And that's a man who can't beat Big K. So, Tank, I'll see you at Fight Night, bud. And you better wear your big boy pants, or you might just shit yourself during the match.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cass here. I am here with Dakota and Valente as always, and we are in to UKW VALOR as the former UKW Pride Heavyweight Champion Mason Andrews is set to have opening contest action. And guys, how do we look to see Mason Andrews bounce back after his loss to Chris Slava at Rumble in the Bronx?
Well, it starts off by looking at the attire. Mason has already rebranded his attire to his loss. He has set the lock in, and he is ready to reclaim a title back. That is great fashion. That is a great way to bounce back from your loss. And Valente, how much can he capitalize on his future so far?
You know what? Like you said, he's already rebranded, and the way to capitalize on your future is leave your past in the past. You got to think about it. He may have lost the title, but that's in the rear view. Act as if that title was never yours in the first place and get it back. You got to go 1-0 each week. So, I mean, best way is to start now.
And we got to think of the absolute instant classics that he has had with Chris Slava, the time limit draw at first, and then the real barn burner that they had at Rumble in the Bronx. And I think Mason Andrews is keeping his eyes open that he has not yet been able to knock off Chris Slava.
And that match at Rumble in the Bronx was amazing. That could be match of the year candidate. Them two tore the roof off down there in New York. It was such a great match, but let's not count out Andre Graves just yet. Yo Mama's favorite wrestler is a great in-ring competitor. And Cass, with this win, if he can get this win done, he could shoot up the ranks in UKW.
Graves could be looking to climb the ladder, whether that be the Pride Heavyweight Championship, whether that be to go after Shane Roach's International Championship. And that's also something we got to mention. Same for the Pegasus. Mason Andrews could also be ready to set the Pride title behind him, Valente. He could be ready to step into a new title division, go after the top draw.
You know, it'd be a good thing to see him move on. I think he's got the potential to run, you know, the top of the mountain. He could be a future heavyweight champion. You know, I don't doubt it. He's done great things here, and you know, I could see him moving up eventually, maybe even now.
I think coming out and getting this big win versus Andre Graves is going to be big. And now what the hell is Mason Andrews doing? Andrews is jumped inside the ring. Graves is still... Oh my God, Andrews wasting little time.
I've never seen this sign. Mason has completely rebranded. His attitude has changed, and he is locked in for a title again. He has already taken it to Andre Graves.
And this is going to be massive for Mason Andrews to come out and get this big win, to get some sort of momentum back. Big front double drop kick from Andrews and a running forearm as well. And Andrews looks like he, like you said, Dakota, is just completely locked into another level impaler DDT mid-ring to Andre Graves. And now look at Andrews. Oh my God, Andrews is raking the face of Andre Graves. Now Graves struggling to get to his feet, down to one knee, and Andrews pops him with a forearm. And you got to think, is Chris Slava sitting backstage watching this contest, watching what might be his future competitor in Mason Andrews? Could they run it back for a third time?
They do. It's going to shoot the building off the roof. We know how great their matches are. But I think if I'm Chris Slava, I'm sitting back there, I'm eating something, I'm enjoying my title right now.
Into the cover off that big neckbreaker takedown, count two, but a kick out from Andre Graves. And you gotta think, Graves had a real, like, cataclysmic climb to the UKW Championship a number of months ago, and now he's gonna try to bring that back. Massive double stop. Actually, it's over a year ago now. Did Graves have that title shot with Andre Simmons at the previous Royal Gauntlet event? And I think it's big for Andre to understand that he's got to get over that. He's got to be able to get over that loss. I know it's a long time ago, but it's also the World Heavyweight Championship. And whether people want to admit it or not, the World Championship means a lot, and it's a hard loss to take. And it has really sent Graves craning down the ladder.
Yeah, we've seen people around here, you know, really fall off the ladder after, you know, losing a big championship like that, and that's not something we want to see for Andre Graves.
And maybe I want to be a little too quick to say this as a big kick out at two from Andre Graves, but Mason Andrews has controlled the majority of this opening contest. And you got to
fantastic.
His
attitude's changed.
Andrews was looking like he might have been looking for a spear, and Graves now picking up Andrews. Graves has got to try to rebound some confidence in himself. Massive backbreaker, another backbreaker. Now picking up Andrews. Graves now looking set, sends him back into the corner. Graves going top rope, could be looking to put an end to Mason Andrews. This could be massive. Going to be looking to knock off the Pegasus off the top.
Holy shit!
Oh.
And it looked like to me too, Valente, that Graves actually jumped backwards off the turnbuckle first and then caught Andrews on his way down with his legs. A massive Hurricane Rana by Graves. Now Graves to the floor with the cutter, but Andrews able to get out of the way. And now Andrews might be able to capitalize after Graves missed the cutter on the floor. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. Right across the spine into the apron.
It's gotta hurt. You know, Andre Graves is famous for that apron.
We're talking about the moment at the previous Royal Gauntlet event where Andre Simmons hit probably one of the most devastating Bayou plunges we have ever seen onto the apron And
the fact that Andre Graves is still wrestling after that.
oh, now
Mason,
look
oh
at
my
this.
God.
Look at this from Mason. A very unique
Middle
submission
of
we
the
haven't
ring.
seen before. Look at this. This is a Rings of Saturn. A Rings of Saturn submission hold. Locked in from
Gonna tap.
Andrews. Oh, but no. Look at Mason. Got popped in the jaw a couple of times from Graves. But, oh my God, Mason just blistered the face and may have even busted open the face of Andre Graves. Oh, but Graves trying to fight back. Graves with a big leg kick. Another leg kick. Trying to buy him some separation here.
I think he can.
Oh, but no. Mason quickly able to counter. Mason flips through. Look at Mason crossface.
Oh, and it's locked in.
And there we get a really good look on the cut over the eye of Andre Graves.
That's got to be messing with his eye right there. He can't see out of that eye with that blood all in his face.
They've had to call many combat sport events because of cuts over the eyes. And Graves now with a big shot. Graves could be looking, but every time Andre tries to get any sort of momentum, Mason shuts him down. Andrews now picks him up. Andrews just sent him into the
My
atmosphere.
God.
And then, oh my God, across the back.
The power of Mason Andrews just popped them up.
Now look
Mason
at
Andrews is on one tonight.
Now look at Andrews. Andrews turning his body into a weapon. Massive senton to the back. And now look at Andrews. Off the ropes again. Another senton to the back.
Andre Graves looks down and out.
Oh, and now look at this. He's going to re-lock in. That Rings of Saturn submission hold. Oh my God.
The way he's just dragging on the... Oh my God.
Graves is going to have to tap. Mason Andrews with a big win with a Rings of Saturn submission hold. A heavily targeted back of Andre Graves. And a win for the Pegasus as he looks to get right back in the hunt for either the UKW Pride Heavyweight Championship or may look to shoot his rank to the top draw. So we're going to look to continue as Noah Yamamoto, one of the high-pressured talents UKW has, who had a run-in with SWW's Jack Strider at the most recent Rumble in the Bronx event, Valente actually being eliminated by Jack Strider, the former SWW United States champion.
You know what? That Rumble in the Bronx match was great. A lot of surprises. You know, Everett, Creed, Blight, Austin Wallace, Jack Strider, you name it. We had it. And you know what? Noah Yamamoto's been on a roll overall recently, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to let that run and stop him.
He's going to have to be really game tonight because his opponent is one of the members of the breakout tournament and a guy that even in his loss in the first round impressed a lot of people.
And you got to think, Curry, who he lost to, was Alex Young, who just challenged Rio De Niro for the championship on our previous Renegade last week. This guy is not one to mess with. And I think his fantastic moveset, I knew Joshua Garcia was going to sign one of these guys, and he picked the right one. If I'm just going to say this right now, this guy can be a big impact in UKW, and I think it's a big win for Valor.
You know, he's starting to be a big guy, and he's got, you know, a big chance here to impress the UKW brass, especially Joshua Garcia. You want to prove why he signed you.
And Kari Hakai very much could be a fit for the UKW Pride division. We were just talking about that with Mason Andrews, but Hakai is an excellent, absolutely excellent grappler and is a really old school talent. And I think it's going to be interesting to see him face off against Noah Yamamoto here tonight, especially with how little we saw of Hakai in the tournament match with Alex Young. You got to think that match didn't go but like 7-8 minutes, and one slip up from Hakai ended up costing him that first round matchup against Alex Young. So maybe he looks to make this go a little bit differently here tonight as he faces off against Noah Yamamoto.
The undefeated Noah Yamamoto and Kari Hakai trying to prove himself. It's going to be a great match tonight.
You're right, Dakota. Noah Yamamoto has not lost one-on-one competition. The only time he has ever been pinned was by the knockout artist Curtis Carter. And that was in that gauntlet match a number of weeks ago. And you got to think Curtis Carter still yet to make his one-on-one debut, and that's going to be an exciting thing to see when that happens because of that win he got over Noah Yamamoto.
So much future in UKW. It's a bright day for UKW, and I think there's no talent list people on this roster.
Now look at this. This is going to be big from Yamamoto. Look at Yamamoto. Oh my God. Just deadlifting Kari Hakai. Now look, Yamamoto ready to go again. Yamamoto's going to go for a choke slam. No way he's going to be able to hit this. Oh, but an elbow from Hakai. Now look at Kari in the corner. Big elbow. And like I said, and it's always good to be impressive. We talk about Alex Young's debut earlier this week on Renegade. Alex Young looked really good against Rio De Niro. Though he came in on a losing effort, he took Rio to his limit. Probably the most competitive match we have seen Rio De Niro compete in UKW. An absolute barn burner to close Renegade. Now a big leg chop from Hakai into the cover. Counts 2 on Yamamoto, but that could have almost spelled the end for Noah.
I'm hoping Hakai can bounce back from that breakout tournament and his rookie mistake against Alex Young, and he can prove that he's improved over the couple of weeks in this match against Noah Yamamoto, because this guy excites me.
Now what the hell is this? From Kari
Oh
Hakai.
my Lord.
Hakai! Suicide
Oh my
dive!
God!
No, but Yamamoto moved out of the way. Now Yamamoto to the apron. Eyeing up Hakai. Oh my God, what a lariat.
Just
From Noah
completely read
Yamamoto.
by Noah.
Yeah, just took him out. Now Yamamoto back into the ring. Yamamoto off the ropes. What a lariat. Just took his damn head off.
Man.
And
He is on fire right now.
that man Noah Yamamoto has one of the most dangerous. Oh, duck. A duck by Hakai. Oh my God. What a lariat from Hakai. We were just
Gave
talking.
it right back to him tenfold.
Yeah, I was just going to talk about, and now Hakai could be looking. Follow a suplex. The bridge from Hakai counts 2. No. Oh, what a
So close.
And now
I almost put him away. That was super impressive.
Hakai off the ropes with the leg drop. Hakai now is going to go to the top. Kari Hakai could be looking for a massive win. Went for the seated senton. Now look at... Oh, Yamamoto's got him up. Nobody kicks out of the death clock. Into the cover of the death clock. Count
You
1.
fought well.
Count 2. That's it for Kari Hakai. And another loss from Hakai after a mistake in the closing moments.
Rookie's mistake is what loses you in this business, and you just can't have it. Get back in the film room, study your mistakes, and get back out here, because you're one hell of a wrestler, and I think you can go to the top of this business.
Now, Yamamoto is celebrating his win, but you know he's wanting to eye up what happened at Rumble in the Bronx, but so is so many people on this roster, Michael Omega included. Omega had big hopes heading into New York to win the Rumble in the Bronx match, but things did not go Omega's way, and now Omega looking to come out and get a big win here as he takes on one half of the former UKW Tag Team Champions, Nate Slater. You gotta think, Omega really hasn't been shown in a heavily spotlight since his loss to Tank Robinson, in which he's got real serious fan support during that matchup. People were really behind Michael Omega.
He's really just finding his way to bounce back in his own right, which, you know, I can respect it. He's taking his time, you know, finding his way back to the spotlight. Excuse me, and also, you know, just he's trying to bounce back. So it takes time, honestly, and you know, we don't want to see him fall into that group of guys who just can't bounce back after a loss like that. But I think he's got it.
I think you really propose a good statement. Like guys like Isaiah Stevenson after his loss to Daniel Dynamite. We think about who we saw early in the night, Andre Graves, after his loss to Andre Simmons. Those guys who weren't able to bounce back from these major losses. It's really true. And you got to think that this man right here, Nate Slater, he's got to try to improve what him and his brother have been going through, because they have been not getting a lot of W's in the win column. And if they're going to want to challenge the new UKW World Tag Team Champions, the Anarchists, and to get on that pinnacle card period, they're going to have to start stacking up some W's.
And that's a fact. You have to do that. This tag team's been around a long time, and these guys are really prominent in the tag division. But in one-on-one against Michael Omega, we know Michael Omega's got a chip on his shoulder. He was eliminated by Mercer in the Bronx Rumble. He was not happy about that. And I think tonight he's going to make quick work of Nate, and he's going to get back to that winning column.
Here we go, Mercer Graves. And Mercer Graves didn't do well in the tournament either. Mercer Monroe as well. The man that eliminated Michael Omega, actually. And a bunch of the Valor guys really had high hopes for the tournament. I mean, high hopes for the Rumble match that didn't end up going their way. And it's all about capitalizing afterwards. What the hell is that from Omega? A early apron senton from Michael Omega that absolutely squishes Nate Slater. And now Michael Omega is on him like white on rice.
He is starting off hot in this match, and not telling you he's got a chip on his shoulder, Cass, and he needs to win it all in his opinion. He needs this match. He needs to get a win to bounce back from that Tank Robinson loss.
He's got to find a way back to the mountaintop like we're all saying.
Now look at Omega. Omega's going to go top rope. Michael Omega off the top. What an axe handle to the spine. Right across the back, and now Omega continuing the assault. Has Nate up. Look at Nate. Pop-up cutter. Omega's just continuing to beat the hell out of him. Diving Meteora. Omega was going to go for a throwback there, and Nate was able to counter. Now look at Nate Slater. Slater with a forearm and a through punch. Multiple punches. Now he might be looking to get some sort of offense in on Michael Omega. What a lariat in the corner. Nate Slater, former tag team champion, not to be looked over, not to be looked past. And Michael Omega might have underestimated the former tag team champion, Nate Slater.
Not a solos competitor, we know that, but he does really well in these solo matches, and I think Nate could boost his solo competition if he can win this against Michael Omega.
Now Nate eyeing up Michael Omega. Now look at Nate. Nate was going to go for an axe handle. Omega able to move out of the way. And Omega with a shot to the back of the head. Jeez.
My God.
Oh, and now here we go. Look at this. It's suplex from Michael Omega into the cover. Omega nails one. Counts two. No, but a kick out. Michael Omega has got to be eyeing up a victory here. He's got to be eyeing up to put Nate Slater away. He's got him. And now just snake eyes him on the corner. Right into that turnbuckle. There's little padding, just the turnbuckle pad. And then under that is pure steel. So that's got to hurt.
It's a bad day. That's a bad day for anybody who goes through that turnbuckle. And I think Nate was about to be one of them.
Now Nate looking to try to gain some offense of his own. Multiple forearms delivered to Omega. Continuing to pop the pressure. Now Michael Omega off the ropes. Omega powers through Slater.
The power of Michael Omega on display tonight.
Boy, getting it done.
Now Michael Omega lifting up Slater, top rope. What could Michael Omega be going for here? What the hell?
Nothing
Michael
good. What
Omega
the hell?
Off the ropes.
Oh my God!
Inverted suplex, and then turns him into a Falcon's arrow.
Nate Slater is out.
Nate's out on his feet, and Omega dragging him. And now Omega pop-up cutter again into the cover. Counts 1, counts 2. Nate, you had a good show, but Michael Omega gets back in the win column, and I think he's going to be eyeing up a championship contest with either Slava, Roach, or Big K Caleb Allen very, very soon. Because Michael Omega is definitely a man to be feared in this championship divisions. We're going to look to continue on into our next contest. Two guys that do want to shoot up the Pride Championship rankings, though, Valente, is Alfie Parcher and Colt King. Colt King, typically more of your cruiserweight guy. Alfie, more of your in-ring technician, more of the fit to the Pride division. But over the past couple of months and Colt King being on Valor, Cole has kind of adapted his style as well to fit more of what the Pride division entails.
Colt King, a former cruiserweight champion, he held that championship for a minute. But we love how he adapted to the Pride division and how he's really switched his in-ring, persona and, ability up to fit, what we're looking for in the Pride division. And same with Alfie. Alfie's done great things too. He's got what it takes to do good here in the Pride division, and only one of these guys can move forward with a win tonight.
Both of these guys could be looking to grow in this division. Colt King, Alfie Parcher, both men are going to look to gain relevance in the division.
Both very something to gain, like you said. These two need to find a way to get a win. Alfie at 2-4, he needs to find a way to get a win, and I think any win here could give them a shot at the title. I think it's big for both of them. So I'm excited to see this match, Technician versus High Flyer. This is going to be an interesting one to see.
Yeah, I think Colt King. Go ahead, sorry.
Colt King is, for being honest, knows what it's like to be at the top, so he knows how to get there.
Now you see Alfie taunting to the crowd here. Much more your fan favorite competitor. Him and Colt are about to have an opening contest. And I float through off the suplex from King, and now King targets the back of the knee. And this is big in a Pride contenders matchup, a matchup that could very much boost your standings here. Now King off the ropes, look at Colt, flies in with a boot. Parcher floats through. Parcher looks, got him in an inverted suplex formation, sits him down. Big move from Parcher and a moonsault. No counter from Colt. Colt now using his speed to his advantage, goes for a lariat. Ends up countering with a forearm and multiple shots. Delivered by faster than lightning Colt King. Spine buster.
Oh.
Now look at Colt off the ropes. Went for the moonsault. Parcher able to move out of the way. Front drop kick. Parcher still bringing the heat. What a forearm by Alfie.
Back and forth so far.
Alfie top rope. No. Colt went in for a forearm. Parcher floats through. Parcher off. Look at the Hurricane Rana by the second son into a running senton.
And Alfie is taking full control over now.
Went for a running lariat again. Alfie Parcher is using his speed to boost himself into a big situation, going for a running forearm. Colt moves out of the way. Colt goes moonsault. Colt misses the moonsault again. Colt is trying to use his high-flying Ackerman, but it is not working as he has missed two of those moonsaults. Float through. Look at Colt. Oh, my God, the forearm. That devastating forearm from Colt King. Colt has used those to his advantage over the past couple of months, and they have been highly, highly effective. What the hell is
Colt's taking advantage.
Now, Colt maybe taking a play out of Andre Graves' book. We saw that earlier in the night, that delayed Hurricane Rana, and Colt uses it to affection. No, Alfie sends Colt out of the ring.
Colt with a lot more experience in the ring than Alfie. If Alfie can win this tonight, it is huge for him.
Massive overhead barrel roll onto Colt King by Alfie Parcher, and Parcher could be looking to close in on the win. Parcher eyeing up Colt. Parcher, massive forearm. Now Colt off the ropes. Colt with a moonsault, nails it that time. Now Colt top rope. Parcher still struggling to get up. Axe handle, roll through from Parcher. Parcher now. Big shot to the back of the head. Now Parcher with another shot to the back. Parcher's going to go for something. Colt flips out. Colt, look at Colt. Colt flips through. Big shot to the midsection. Colt looking for Ride the Lightning.
Beautiful sequence.
Into the cover. After the Ride the Lightning, the rolling cutter, but a kick out from Parcher. Colt going to the top. These two have really held a high pace activity. Phoenix splash. Countered from Alfie.
Seems to be reading each other's moves so well. Back and forth, back
Big
and forth.
uppercut.
Not one giving
Kicks
up.
out the knee. DDT from Parcher. Parcher now. He's going to take his shot at the top. Parcher could be looking for 50. Splash. Connects.
Ooh.
To Colt King into the cover.
That's gonna be
Count
it.
2. Oh, a close kick out from faster than lightning Colt King.
Colt King able to stay alive.
These two are having a hell of a contest. Now, what is this? Oh, Parcher. What is Parcher looking for here? Parcher turns it into a Muda lock. A massive. He's got that toe hold, the crossface over the face, and all with a bridge. And Alfie Parcher wrenching on the neck of Colt King.
Alfie's got a beautiful lock in here.
This could be looking for the submission here from Colt. But, oh, Colt looking, breaks the grip. Colt broke the grip of it. Colt now in a position. Big shot. Another shot delivered. Massive shots to the... Oh, but no. Parcher with a chop. And a overhead right.
Ooh.
Oh, but now look at these two.
Back and
These
forth.
two are going to start slugging it out. This is what the Pride Division is all about. Multiple shots back and forth. Parcher actually got bloodied. And you see it there. The blood over the face of Parcher, but he was able to nail King with one element. It's a Gurry. Now Parcher drop kick in the corner. Parcher could be looking. Super kick. Rolls through. Colt caught him. Flux capacitor. Ball game.
That's it.
Flux capacitor out of nowhere.
Count
Seals
two.
Colt King the win. A
Just
hell of
like
a
that.
flux capacitor out of nowhere. And that just shows how quickly Colt King can beat you. They don't call him faster than lightning for no reason.
It's a track history of doing that, and you just don't know when Colt King's gonna beat you down and win the damn match, and that's exactly what he did to Alfie Parcher right there.
Parcher really looked like he maybe had the match in hand. But now it's time for our main event. UKW Women's International Championship contest. As the Dream Girl, KS Carter, gets her opportunity against the reigning UKW Women's International Champion, the Brat Drya Dior. We saw Dior's massive retain at Rumble in the Bronx against Christy Reeves, but now the Dream Girl is a whole different competitor. We've talked about how Violet Grimm and Drya Dior have held the majority of the momentum in the women's division. I would say a very close third has been the Dream Girl, KS Carter. Carter has gotten a few wins. Carter has won the matches she's been placed in, and this has been a moment that I've been wanting to see. And that's Drya Dior take on the Dream Girl.
For sure, when you're a woman in this women's division we have, it's your shot to the top. And with Violet Grimm and Drya Dior as the champion, you really gotta pick the right one. And Drya Dior is on fire right now. Violet Grimm kind of hiding in the shadows, laughing away. Nobody really challenging her right now. Like you said, the win over Christy Reeves at Rumble in the Bronx was a great win. But tonight, she is set to defend her Women's International Championship against KS Carter.
And you gotta think Drya Dior the Women's International Champion, still is looking to be the number one woman on the roster. Whether or not she holds the main prize, it doesn't matter. We've heard from multiple UKW talents that it's not the championship that should make the superstar should make the title, and that is what Drya Dior is doing with the Women's International Championship. She is taking it levels above where it's supposed to be on the card, and she is really being treated as one of the main female superstars here because she is. She's earned that right. She's won the matches she's supposed to win, has yet to been pinned, and Drya Dior, in a lot of people's mind, is UKW's number one woman's talent.
And forget all that. Drya Dior is probably the number one UKW talent overall. Forget women, forget men. She's the number one UKW talent overall.
And I think if Drya Dior comes out and defends here, I think Violet Grimm is going to have to fess up soon to what's been going on. And we're going to finally get to see that clash between Drya Dior and Violet Grimm. Because I do think that is we've talked about it, how much that is on the horizon. I think that's getting closer and closer with every win that Drya gets. And if she knocks off,
for that.
If she knocks off one of her last true challengers in KS Carter, then I don't know what cards Violet holds in the situation.
Yeah, and I loved KS Carter. We think back to the breakout tournament, how well she did against Mary Crow in that tournament. And I think she can stand in the way of that dream match like you were talking about, Cass. Tonight, KS Carter has a chance to knock Drya Dior, the Brat, off the top of the mountain. And if anybody can do it, she can do it. This championship is raised high. We got a great women's match tonight. I am excited. Cass, you're excited. Valente, you're excited. Let's get right into it.
The Dream Girl, KS Carter, the Brat, Drya Dior for the UKW Women's International Championship on hand. Here we go. Dior and Carter are going to open up the contest. And look at Carter opening up with those hip shots to Drya Dior. And quickly trying to do some damage to the international champion. Roll through by Dior, though. Dior with a shot to the midsection and the chops. Look at the super kick to the midsection again. Spinning kick countered from the Dream Girl. And now Carter could be going for one of these standing moonsaults, but no. Dior able to get the knees up. And KS Carter is much more, guys, of your kind of flamboyant superstar, while Dior's way more in your face. And look at the massive knees to the back, driving the face of KS Carter into that middle turnbuckle. And now Dior's going to go, snap, and now look at Dior. Dior's going to counter with Carter's hip shots. And maybe a little bit of turnabout's fair play from the international champion, Dior. And how much of a happy household must that be for Drya Dior and Rio De Niro, the current UKW television champion?
Two great champions. I mean, there's nothing better you can get in a couple like them. They are the top of the power couple
look
right
at
now.
Rio. Look at Dior. No, Dior was going to go for that suicide dive. And Carter quickly able to move out of the way. And now look at Carter. Carter goes for an axe handle. Dior quickly able to jump backwards. And now Dior looking to gain some separation. Carter with a back flip backwards out of the back suplex. And now Carter could be going. Lung blower on the floor. Oh my Lord. The double knees to the chest of Drya Dior. And that could be spelling the end of the Women's International Championship reign for the Brat. Count 2. Oh, and a kick out.
Oh, so close. Could have been gold.
Now, Carter picking up Dior, and look back, mocking Dior with the hip shots. Again, continuing to play the mind games here in front of our main event of Valor. And how far has this UKW women's division come, guys, that we went to now they are main eventing UKW Valor. Off the ropes.
Two are incredible competitors. Dre is an incredible champ. Carter, an incredible challenger. There's no other needed reason as to why they should be main eventing Valor right now.
And you see Dior, and Carter kind of going back and forth with moves. It seems like that they're kind of mocking each other's moveset. We've seen the standing moonsault from Carter and then Dior. We've seen the hip shots from both women as well. It seems like they're kind of mocking each other's movesets a bit. Now look, here's Dior. Dior's got that crossface Cobra clutch, locked it. Looking to play some
she's
damage.
got it locked in bed.
Oh, but Carter's going to be able to quickly get out of those elbows to the nose. Dior can't withstand those. And now look at the forearm. And now massive Northern Lights from KS Carter. Carter's going to go second rope. And
She
the
could
Dream
be
Girl,
setting up the win gold here.
the Dream Girl blowing a kiss. Good night to an axe handle off the second rope. And now a shot to the midsection. She could be looking a massive follow-away suplex into the cover.
We could get a new
Count
champ.
2. Oh, a close kick
Oh.
out. And Carter thought she was going to be the new UKW Women's International Champion.
So close, you just can't
Oh,
get
but she
frustrated.
might
You gotta
be.
keep on your
She
opponent.
might be. There it is, cattle mutilation. She locks
It is
in
locked
cattle
in.
mutilation. The double
Oh, and look at the
underhook.
bridge.
She's got the bridge, the double underhook to the arms of Drya Dior, and Drya is really in a bad formation here. KS Carter's got that perfect bridge. And look at her feet. Her feet are perfectly placed. Dior able to get out of it, though. Able to reverse big elbow. But KS Carter, when she locks in that maneuver, she has a perfect base, so she's able to sit there for a long period of time. Oh, but look, what the hell is that from Dior? Able to do a gun-rich DDT. A massive maneuver by Dior. Dior now to the apron. What the hell is the Women's International Champion going to do? Now to the top rope, Carter in a bad spot. Dior, oh my gosh. Dior. Oh, and Dior might have hurt her knee. Dior might have hurt her knee.
That
Oh
could
my
be fatal.
God, Meteor
My
to the
God.
back. The diving
Oh my
knees.
Lord.
The diving knees to the back of Dior. Now Drya could be in a bad spot. Oh, now look at this. Look at this. Oh, and look at her mocking her. Has her in position of what Drya would normally go for is the yes daddy. And now it's looking to tap out.
She's mocking the move.
Oh, and now look. Dior floats through. What a kick!
Oh,
Oh, and she might have mocked it, but she ain't gonna mock it for long, Dakota. Dakota, she's got her up. She's gonna
my
nail
God.
her.
She's going to hit the... Yes, Daddy.
And now into the cover, counts 1, counts 2, and that's 3. Another win for Drya Dior.
Beautiful win for the champ.
As Dior continues to have her meteoric rise to the top, she continues to be the superstar to beat here on Valor, on Renegade. Wherever Drya Dior goes, she is the superstar to beat on the card. And now, whoa. That's Joshua. That's Joshua Garcia.
The hell?
What is he doing here?
UKW faithful, I won't waste time. I told Shane Roach a number of months ago what would happen if he laid his hand on another one of my referees. Get out here. Now, Shane. Shane, because of your actions at Rumble in the Bronx, I'm going to strip you of the UKW International Championship and give it to a deserving champion.
Josh just said, what the hell?
Oh my God, he's
No.
attacking Joshua.
Oh my God,
Oh!
George's
No.
nightmare.
What the hell,
That's your damn
Shane?
boss. Where the hell is security? Get him out
I
of
don't,
here.
I don't understand. It's not worth it.
Shane Roach
He's,
By any means.
Shane Roach just dropped Valor's general manager with a Roach's nightmare. And now, oh my God, what a
Oh my-
forearm in the corner.
Well, I
I'm
guess that
assuming he
chose
doesn't
Joshua
want to paycheck
Garcia
next
not to
week.
tell your top draw to drop the title.
Oh my gosh. Shane Roach.
I'm guessing he doesn't want a paycheck next week.
Oh my God, Shane. No.
God.
No, not again.
My God.
Shane, no! Roach is not
Oh
there
my-
again. All right, Shane,
No
leave.
paychecks
Get the
for
hell
you.
out of
Come
here.
on, get out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
Before we get the police down here to
No,
arrest
no,
your
no,
ass.
no.
No.
You're going to be the top draw in SL.
No. Come on, Shane. No, oh my
No.
God. Oh my God, he just cracked Joshua Garcia over the head with the damn steel chair. And I don't even think Roach is done.
How the hell, Roach?
No,
You're not going to be able to eat next week. You're going to be living off damn ramen.
Oh my God.
Well, there goes Roach's paycheck, and you've sold in your statement. Get the hell out of here before we get the police down here.